Hey everybody, how's it going? Just sitting here reading RV Living Full Time, 10 Amazing Tips, Secrets, Hacks, Resources to Motorhome Living by Kevin Moore. But today I got a project for us. It's going to be a Gen-Turi. I'm not for sure if you guys heard of a Gen-Turi, but what it is, it's basically a smokestack for your RV. And when you go to a tailgate, or you're sitting you're close to another rig, another person, you don't want that exhaust all around the bottom part of your RV, and it's going to just make everybody sick from the carbon monoxide. So this Gen-Turi, basically, it's a smokestack here where it connects to the exhaust, and the exhaust goes up the stack here, in which there's a break right here where the cool air meets the warm air, and it just shoots that exhaust right out to the top of the RV. So we're going to install that, and let's see what happens. You only need a few tools. I have here a set of pliers. It came with some other connectors, but these are suction cup mounts for the actual smokestack. You have this flange right here. It's another reducer, connects to the tubing of the Gen-Turi pipe in itself, and this U-bolt is kind of built in, or they got it already connected to the reducer right here. So that's a good start. And you have another reducer, the large reducer, and a smaller reducer. And I did buy some other U-bolts like this here, just in case if the one on it breaks off, because we sprayed it with this PVC catalyst penetrating compound or liquid to help those rusty screws. And from there we have this type of a cotter's pin. This connects to the first piping of the Gen-Turi piping. We'll do that in a bit. And of course you're going to need a series of tools like your ratchet set. And I have this here, and we're going to be using that of different ones. So it should be a quick and easy job, and let's see what happens. PV blaster penetrator right here to kind of loosen up that bolt, because it's very rusty on there. You can see all that rust. This Gen-Turi comes with basically three major parts. You have your main tube, which it connects to the generator, which the cotter's pin that I showed you earlier is going to go through here. Once it touches the cold air, it's going to affect where it's going to shoot up any kind of warm air through the flue, because warm air rises and cold air falls. And of course you have your three tubes here where it also connects, like so. If I can give you a little aerial view how this works. I'll leave that on the ground, but this is how it will look once it's on your rig. Of course these tubes connect to that suction cup that I showed you earlier. There's three screws here. I sprayed it with some PV blaster, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to grind these off, or cut them off, just because this is super seized on. So let me get my cutters out and let's grind this screw off.
Somewhere deep in my mind, see the barbed wire. The place is grown all wide, 'cause I don't know if it'll be enough, or if they really care. There's a stairway down for the both of us, but let's not go there. You got me thinking, whoa, I don't know how we got here. Oh my, I think we better run. We ought to leave this place tonight, I'm telling you. Pack up your suitcase, we'll find a new place. We'll cross the border.
So I got that piece off. So while I'm at it, I'm going to show you. Right here, this bolt here is seized on. This holds the muffler pipe onto the rig, and there's a bushing right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this one here off and replace it with a fresh galvanized bolt, carriage bolt. So after assessing if I'm going to be using this here or do I need this here, I think I'm going to get away by just using the Gen-Turi flange that came with this here, not the extension that I purchased earlier. So I'm going to make this a lot easier for you and I, because this way is be one less moving part to come off. So I'm going to see if I can alleviate this here and use this one here. Use a 9/16 socket. I think this might be a little more robust than that other connector, because what happened is that it didn't look pretty stable. You can see here it's kind of thin. So this one here is kind of more robust. So I think I'm going to get away with not using this here, because that's kind of thin and this is kind of robust. So I'll go ahead and tighten this down. If I use the extension, I might have to remove the Gen-Turi flange, this first connection that goes onto the piping, and leave this on. So this kind of more looks more neater. It doesn't stick out as far as the other one. So I think this is going to be a great piece on this extension here, I think. So let's continue on. Next part of this here, I'm going to use this cotter's pin and then the first piping of this Gen-Turi system. So I'm going to put this in here and line it up with the holes on the top and the bottom. And now I'm going to take my pin and go from the bottom, because it's much easier in this task. I'm going to go from the bottom to the top. Then I'll take the top of my pin here and clamp it on. And that's all you have to do. What I'm going to do now, you have these Gen-Turi suction cups. These are suction mounts. It came with a connector that you can rivet onto your RV, but I'm not going to rivet anything onto this RV. At least I'll try not to. I'm going to go ahead and use these suction cups here. They tie into these connectors right here, one for each side. So I'll go ahead and connect those on. So getting this last one on, just want to have it enough where it can be nice and firm, and that's all to it. So this is what you need. You got your Gen-Turi connector. I'll put a link in the description below that you can order this kit from, as well as an extension that I did not use, but I could have used, but I'll leave it for an emergency. And these two suction here, they didn't come with the kit as well. So I'll leave those in the description, so check it out. So let's finish on, so I'll show you how this works. I'll take these other two connectors right here, and basically one has an indentation, so I'll go ahead and put it in like that. And then what you do, you just simply raise it up like that, and that's all to it. You got your Gen-Turi set up. Now what I'm going to do is start the generator and show you how it actually works. So now I have the generator running. The way I was told how this works by Camco, which from the instructions, you can use a piece of paper towel. I'm going to put it through the bottom flue and see if it shoots out to the top. Well, this Gen-Turi system works just fine. I love it. It's a great product. It expels that exhaust up, because normally when I tailgate, I don't have any kind of exhaust piping system in that exhaust. You can just smell it all through the bottom of the rig. And I don't want to make people sick from carbon monoxide poisoning, because when you're close to other folks in their rig, you don't want that carbon monoxide smell to be all over the place. So I'm still picking up little tissue papers here that I did my test on. But if you like, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button below, and I'll bring you other tips, tricks, ideas to the TIMROVER channel, especially something with the Gen-Turi system. I should say here, if there's anything new for this product, I will bring you that as well. And other than that, another project successful. See you guys next time on the TIMROVER channel. Take care. Bye.